Hey out there, this is Cocklaw, and we are going to be going through a satellite tournament for the big one, the Bounty Hunter tournament later on. I'll try and go through, and these things can kind of get dragged out. How many players? 18 players, so you know it's like it could go on for a while. So a lot might get cut out of this, but we'll see what we can do. We'll plod along. There we go. Got a hand already. Good. Okay, I'm in early position. Probably a bit of a fishy play here, but we'll give it a go. We'll see how the table's playing. Okay. I mean, I like the hand, I just don't like my position. And the button's called me here. Which I would probably do in that position. It's always nice just to sometimes take one off against the player. Okay, we need to come in the top three. Let's have a little stab at this. Okay, an instant release. That'll do. Could be a family pot, this one. The way I find some of these satellite tournaments, I just want to try and double up somewhere. And just, as you see, I've tried to show I always keep the lobby up so I can see what's going on. A couple of people are already out. That's good news. But I usually find if you double up early on, you can out. That really helps my case now. I'm gonna bet this strongly, even though I've got a strong hand. I just want to get any draws out there. If there's a queen jack, a flush draw, I'm obviously very comfortable now. Let's see. How should I play this? Maybe I can check and get him to bluff with something missed. Come on, bluff with a draw. That's what I need. Okay, I don't want to make it too obvious. That's it. I think I'm sure he's got a king as well, but let's see if we can just get a few more chips. What have you got? Could have an eight. Have an eight. Go all in. Go all in. Go on. I fold. Okay. So he probably did have a draw miss bluff, so I'm glad I did. I checked that to him there and got the extra chips. Okay, so I always keep an eye on how people are going, but generally I just try and double up. When the size of the tournament shrinks, you'll get a bit more of a steady game, especially in these satellites and small multi-tailor. The people will be really aggressive and overly loose in the early stages, taking far too many risks. Just at that chance to try and double up. I mean, any draws or flush draws get pushed all in or called. I didn't really want to raise that guy there with ace queen. Just after I've had a big hand, and I'm gonna try and keep it steady. Okay, I should raise this up. Okay, I don't like the call, but let's see. A great flop. Okay, let's like pretend like we didn't like that. There we go. We got a response to raise or call. And of course, if she's got an ace as well, my goose is cooked here because my kick is weak. But I ain't getting away from this now. 8, 9. Wow. She went a bit over the top there, didn't she? Look at that. That should put me in really good standing now in relation. I'm like 5th. I mean, there's 6 players, 7 players out. And if you note here, just because I've got a few chips, don't sit back too much. You can basically just cruise to the end, but keep raising. When I say just cruise it into the winning seats, you still have to keep playing. Don't just sit there. When I mean cruise, I mean just keep raising, and don't be afraid to let hands go. Keep the pressure on the other players at the table, especially the medium stacks, because they can afford to fold. And what I mean by that, if you keep raising on the short stacks all the time, and they raise you all in, you're probably not going to be able to call that. But the medium stacks will fold a lot more than the others. So I find avoid the big stacks and the short stacks, and play with the middle stacks. I mean, I seem the only one that's really trying to get the action going at the table. If they'll allow me, I'll try and steal a few more thousand chips. I'll just keep raising them up with whatever hands I can. I've had good success on these bounties because generally what I'll do, I'll play our DYM, and if the DYM goes well, I'll just go and register for a satellite and give her a whirl. It's worked out pretty well at the moment. You know, I qualified for a few tournaments. Haven't done as well in the tournaments as I'd hoped. Seem to have run into a few nasty situations. I, I did well in one recently, but other than that, I've just never really been able to get going in them. With this tournament, I've made a good start on it. I want to keep going with that. I want to keep pressing the situation here. Okay, I want to get the rest of her chips. Is top pair enough? I mean, maybe this is over aggressive. She got any spade, she's gonna come in, but I'm just I'm sticking it to her there. I'm gonna keep ploughing. You know, she remembered that the hand I had against her before. I'm being quite fortunate with the hands here. I'm noting I'm getting a few good hands. What have I had? Ace, queen, queens, flop trips twice, kings and aces. Can't complain with that. I think when you find when you do get big hands, you've got to try and make them pay. Not so much jacks. I mean, I don't really want to get this all in pre-flop, but certainly when you do hit your trip aces or your straights or your flushes, try and get paid. Try and make money. I mean, the pace seems to have slowed down. We're at level 5. There's 11 players. We need to get into the top 3. Okay. There she blows. Is he gonna call? He's thinking about it, he really is. Ah, that was disappointing. Another big hand for me. You see, I've jinxed myself now. I shouldn't have said anything. Well, that couldn't have missed 7-4 anymore if it tried. Oh, what a bit of straight. You need to put more faith in 7-4. Oof, if I was out on the river and called 87 versus Jack 10. Jack 10, Jesus. I think the move for him to be doing that was on the flop, wasn't it? Not let someone see the whole board. He made a good play just at the wrong time there. Okay, so there's 10 left. I'm in 4th, so sitting pretty at the moment. I need to... Oh, another one's gone. Let's see, there's 9 to go. It's unfortunate there's only 4 on this table, as we'll see more orbits, so therefore we'll all pay more blinds now than the other table. When this is happening, it's important to make sure you note that, okay, you're playing 4-handed, so your range should be a lot higher. So raise it up with a lot bigger hand. So your king jacks, your queen nine suited, so those things are all raisable hands now. You're probably ahead with those sort of hands, and play the game as it's 4-handed. Don't think about this 9, and you're hoping for them to crash out. That's not the way to play these satellites. Keep the pressure on the other opponents, keep them shorter than you are, and keep climbing up the ladder. Okay, here we go. Kings beat king 2. Wow, we're seeing some really great plays here tonight, aren't we? People are just putting the hand in the cookie jar and then smashing themselves over their own wrist with a hammer. What are they doing? Wow. Okay, we've got 9-8 suited in early position. And we've flopped a flush. And he jams on me, and we've just seen his type of play, so we'll snap that off. Oh no. I didn't want him to have a higher heart there. I got away with it, but I suppose his move wasn't that bad. I mean, I would have had to fold a lot of hands there. I suppose. Yeah, he had a quarter shot at getting back